Archangel Michael says, something has been stirring beneath the surface for months, and now the ground beneath your life is about to crack open. Forces you never expected are converging behind your back, preparing to unleash consequences that will ripple through your days and shake everything you've built. This is not a moment for confusion, it's a moment for clarity, and it's coming faster than you imagine. You thought you were safe because you followed the rules, but someone in your circle did not. A person you trusted has made a grave mistake, and now they've named you to save themselves. Documents have been manipulated, evidence tampered with, and your name was whispered in a room full of men with badges. Late one evening, a shadow walked past your door and paused. That presence was not a mistake, it was a sign. They are preparing to act, and they are watching for your next move. The arrest has already been signed off in secret. You are not the target, but your name is inside a folder, listed as someone involved. All it takes is one more word from someone bitter, and your world may spin out of control. Type Amen to get blessing 847. A confession has already been made by someone close to the incident. Their words trembled, not from guilt, but from fear of what would happen if the truth wasn't twisted. And so, a version of reality was born where your shadow played a role you never auditioned for. You will soon hear a knock that sounds routine, but the energy will feel heavy, urgent, irreversible. Someone is coming with a paper that will make your heart drop to the floor. But not everything written in ink is carved in destiny, there is still a way out. Archangel Michael says, stay alert, because in the stillness of night, a break will happen in your favor. A camera caught something they didn't expect, and it might become your silent warrior. Divine protection is moving in unseen ways. Someone in uniform is now questioning the motive behind your involvement. Their doubt is a shield. You have angels assigned to keep your name from being destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 263. Your kindness once saved someone, and now, that very person may become your voice in the courtroom. They remember how you helped when you didn't need to. They were supposed to stay quiet, but something stronger is pulling at their conscience. The arrest is real, but it may not be your downfall. Instead, it could be the fall of the one who's been hiding their sins under your name. Their lies are beginning to cave in. One investigator just pulled your file aside and asked, why does this name keep coming up with no direct evidence? That moment is not random. It's a divine crack in a locked system. There is a woman watching from a distance. She knows more than she's admitting. She's biting her tongue because her name is dangerously close to being next. Type Amen to get blessing 519. Your phone will ring with a number you don't recognize. Pick it up. Behind that call is a whisper of truth, a warning you weren't supposed to hear, but you will. The arrest will make headlines, and your name might be blurred beside it. But don't panic, because the truth will eventually rise, like smoke from an old fire. Not everyone is out to harm you. Someone you blocked out of your life for protection is trying to speak again. This time, not for drama, but for redemption. They know something vital about this situation. Archangel Michael says, your silence has been more powerful than you realize. They wanted you to explode. Instead, your calm has made them afraid, because you are not breaking. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 191. Prepare yourself, because a face from your past is about to re-emerge. They were present when the trap was set, and guilt has made them restless. Watch for an apology disguised as a random message. There's a room where they're printing documents right now. Your name is being typed into a report. But as the ink dries, the evidence will begin to contradict the claims. The truth always echoes louder when it's silent. Your inner peace is creating outer tension. They didn't expect you to remain composed. That energy is your greatest weapon right now. Someone is being followed right now. They don't know it yet, but they're about to be arrested for something they tried to pin on you. This is divine justice preparing its balance. Type Amen to get blessing 402. A recording exists. It's short, grainy, but enough to alter everything. It was never meant to surface, but it will, right when your hands are raised in surrender. A man who sits behind a large desk has already seen this footage. He doesn't believe the case anymore. He's questioning why your name is involved in the first place. The arrest is close, but it may not be you who walks away in cuffs. A reversal is on the horizon. You're not just a witness, you're about to become the reason someone else gets unmasked. A security guard at a hidden facility has started talking. He saw something. His words will crack the timeline they've created to frame you. Type Amen to get blessing 677. There's a safe containing files that were hidden for over a year. Inside it is a statement written by someone who vanished before this whole mess began. That paper might arrive at the very hour everything is about to fall apart. You may feel sudden chest pressure or sleeplessness, don't ignore it. It's the divine warning you prayed for. Something around you is moving fast and energetically heavy. Archangel Michael says, divine timing is never late. A spiritual alarm has gone off, and heaven is moving swiftly. The balance of power is tilting. There is a woman in a silver car who will drive past your house twice before stopping. Watch her. She is connected to this case in a deep, deceptive way. Type Amen to get blessing 722. An email will arrive with a subject line that looks boring, but don't skip it. The attachment inside holds information you were never supposed to access. Once opened, you'll feel your heart race, because it's real. They underestimated your intuition. That was their first mistake. You are more aware than they've ever known. Someone who once wore a badge is now trying to save their own name by offering you up. But their timeline doesn't match the proof that's coming. Their panic will be their undoing. The arrest is about to change lives. But instead of taking yours down, it will bring yours back up. Justice delayed is not justice denied. Type Amen to get blessing 504. You'll receive a letter in the next few days. Its return address will make your hands tremble. Inside, a sealed document with your name and a confession from someone whose guilt has finally eaten them alive. This storm isn't your punishment, it's your purification. You are being prepared for a stage that requires a deeper truth, not a public mask. You are walking through fire, but you will not burn. A courthouse clerk will accidentally leak a page they weren't supposed to. On it is a detail no one noticed, a detail that proves you were not present when they say you were. This will become your shield. Someone you haven't thought about in years is praying for you right now. They can feel what's coming. Their prayers are your armor. Type Amen to get blessing 880. Watch your surroundings closely over the next 72 hours. You may notice strange symbols, unusual visitors, or birds acting oddly around your space. These are spiritual signs. The veil is thin right now. An agent who was told to stay silent is about to come forward. They've kept a file hidden in their drawer, afraid to be the only one to speak out. But they can't hold it any longer. Your peace will return, not because the battle stopped, but because you've learned how to stand without trembling. You're stepping into your own authority now. They can't break you. You are not going to jail. You are going into a courtroom to be remembered, not as the accused, but as the vindicated. What they tried to bury you with will become your resurrection. Type Amen to get blessing 399. There's someone sitting in a cold room being interrogated. They're sweating because they're being asked questions they didn't expect. Your name was brought up, and their mouth stuttered. This moment has been delayed to test your endurance. You passed. Now heaven is opening doors to reverse the pain. Your hands will touch a document soon that will change your life. It won't be marked urgent, but it will hold the power to save everything. Archangel Michael says, a final decision is being made in your favor. Not because of luck, but because truth has weight. And your truth is undeniable now. Type Amen to get blessing 615. The day of the arrest will not begin with chaos, it will begin with quiet. But the silence will be thick, like the air before a lightning strike. You will feel it in your spirit before it touches your door. Someone close to the accused is breaking under pressure. They were loyal, until they found out that their own name was at risk too. Now, they're whispering secrets into the right ears. The location they tried to place you in has already been disproven by a time-stamped digital footprint. A subtle trace of your activity, your phone, your steps, your data, is becoming your unexpected shield. This wasn't meant to save you, but heaven turned it into protection. A surveillance system in a nearby shop accidentally caught a few seconds of something important. The footage was overlooked, but not forever. It's about to be reviewed, and the truth will scream from that screen. Type Amen to get blessing 778. You will soon see someone you haven't seen in years, and when you lock eyes, their face will drop. Not out of joy, but guilt. They were there when your name was mentioned, and they didn't defend it. The paper trail they created is already beginning to crumble. A signature has been forged, but the expert who's about to review it will know instantly. That one flaw is going to flip everything on its head. A courtroom will soon echo with a sentence that will make you close your eyes in disbelief. You won't be on the stand when it happens, but your name will be cleared when it echoes. Justice is aligning in your favor. There is a judge who has been receiving dreams lately. They won't admit it to anyone, but those dreams are about you. And they're awakening something within them, a push toward fairness, toward truth. Type Amen to get blessing 946. You are walking through a shadowed season, but the light is behind the scenes, burning with intensity. Do not be fooled by the darkness, it is only temporary. Heaven is building your defense in realms you cannot yet see. A relative you haven't spoken to in a long time is going to bring up your name to someone powerful. They won't know why they felt the urge to do it, but it will lead to your protection. Their words are divinely placed. The arrest will cause tremors in many lives. Someone who thought they had control over people will lose everything. Their plan is folding in on itself. There's a confession letter that someone wrote and tore up, but a piece of it was saved. It's being reconstructed by someone who suspects the truth. That partial page may carry your freedom in its torn edges. Type Amen to get blessing 120. A night is coming when you won't be able to sleep, not because of anxiety, but because your soul is aligning with divine intervention. You will feel a pull to stay awake, to pray, to prepare. That night will be a shift. There will be a news headline that shakes you. But read it carefully. Not everything that looks bad will end badly for you. Sometimes exposure is the first step to elevation. Archangel Michael says, the energy surrounding your name is changing. Where there was suspicion, there is now curiosity. Where there was blame, there is now doubt. You are not just escaping false judgment. You are walking into a story that will make people say, how did they survive this? Your strength is legendary, even if you don't feel it yet. Type Amen to get blessing 322. Someone who always watched you in silence is about to speak loudly on your behalf. They kept their distance for years, but the moment calls for their voice, and they are answering. It will surprise everyone, including you. A file you thought was closed is reopening. But this time, it's working for you, not against you. What was once a threat is becoming a tool. Your name has been said in multiple rooms lately. And not all of them were hostile. Someone powerful is curious about your resilience. You will hear of someone else's downfall soon, and it will be connected to the same case. When they fall, your name will be lifted. Type Amen to get blessing 117. Watch for a sudden shift in someone's behavior around you. They may grow distant, defensive, or overly kind. That's your sign. They know what's coming and they don't want to be involved when the truth bursts open. You will receive a message, possibly anonymous, possibly handwritten. It will contain one line that gives you chills. Save it, it will be useful later. A man is regretting everything right now. He used your name because it was convenient. But he did not expect heaven to defend you so fiercely. A spiritual authority is speaking your name in prayer, even if you've never met them. Your case has become a battle in the unseen realms. You are covered more than you know. Type Amen to get blessing 638. There's a hidden audio file being reviewed today. The voice on it will shock even the authorities. It doesn't clear you immediately, but it cracks the story in half. A woman has turned her phone over to the police. Inside it is a photo with a timestamp that proves your innocence. She did it in secret. Her guilt won't let her stay silent anymore. You may feel isolated, but you are being hidden for your safety. You are not being left out, you are being preserved. Not everyone can be near divine protection in motion. The arrest will be loud. But your victory will be louder. And when it comes, you'll know, this was always heaven's plan. Type Amen to get blessing 390. Your finances may feel tight, but that's about to shift. When this legal weight lifts, so will your opportunities. A compensation is coming, and it won't be small. Someone who worked against you will soon publicly regret it. They will say, I didn't know the whole story. But it will be too late to undo their damage, your rise will be the only answer. Your intuition has been right the entire time. That uneasy feeling you've had, trust it. It was never paranoia. It was preparation. A pen will sign something soon that removes your name from any accusation. That stroke of ink will carry the force of 1,000 prayers. Heaven has written a different ending. Type Amen to get blessing 809. You're about to witness a divine reversal. What they tried to use to harm you will become your breakthrough. People will wonder how you came out stronger. Your steps are being guided even when you feel lost. That missed turn, that delayed call, that strange cancellation, it was all part of your protection. Archangel Michael was with you in those moments. You are not alone in this. An invisible army is encamped around your name. And they are fighting battles for you that you don't even have to see. Get ready, because what was supposed to be the end is now becoming your greatest beginning. And no one, not even those who planned your downfall, can stop what's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 244. Thank you for your patience. Here's the continuation from above, expanding the message even deeper and more powerfully. You are not rising alone. Heaven is orchestrating your name to be spoken in rooms where decisions are made. People who never cared before are now paying attention. Not because they suddenly believe, but because the power behind you is undeniable. You were pushed into the shadows, but that darkness became your armor. While they thought you were buried, you were being planted. And now, your roots have grown too deep to be pulled up by false accusations. The arrest was meant to bring embarrassment, but it will bring exposure instead. The ones who plotted behind your back will be the ones questioned under oath. Your silence will echo louder than their lies. A clerk in the system made a small mistake, and it's going to save you. A date was entered incorrectly, and that one number proves you weren't even in the city during the incident. That glitch is heaven's fingerprint. Type Amen to get blessing 331. Someone is searching for you online right now, not to harm you, but to understand you. They've heard too many conflicting stories. They're about to realize the one thing no one expected: you are innocent. A news outlet is preparing a story, and they are including your name. But what they don't know is that a last-minute tip will change the narrative before it airs. The script will be rewritten. Your image may appear on a screen you didn't expect. Stay calm. It will not be a smear, it will be your redemption in motion. There are eyes watching this situation from far above. Not just cameras, but divine surveillance. Nothing has been missed. Type Amen to get blessing 912. The truth will come through a source no one thought mattered. A janitor. A neighbor. A child's accidental video. Something small is about to become everything. Someone has been writing about you anonymously. A blog, a post, a whisper in digital space. What they've said is filled with truth, and it's getting attention. You might notice strangers looking at you differently. Don't worry, they're not judging. They're realizing you've survived something unspeakable and still walk like royalty. Archangel Michael says, your name has already been cleared in the spiritual realm. Earth is just catching up. Keep your head high. Type Amen to get blessing 744. There is a lawyer who initially declined your case, but now they're reconsidering. They're seeing the holes, the inconsistencies, the spiritual disturbance. Something is nudging them to reach out again.